Hi, my name is Kelly Schwegel. I am an intuitive, I am a holistic teacher, I channel a set of guides, I train, and I'm an author. I've been asked to share my life story, so here it is. So, I've written some books. I wrote a book called What If? The Art of Inner Alchemy, the Inner Alchemy Workbook, and Inner Alchemy for Teens. All of these books are all about understanding you, the purpose of life. It's about understanding how do we heal and how do we grow, and how do you let go of all that stuff that holds you back from being exactly who you want to be. I've also created a couple of meditation CDs that just give you the tools on how to work through things. So what about my life? Well, I was born in 1960. Just kidding. We're not going to go into that. But what I am going to tell you about is that I've been clairvoyant all of my life. I actually started speaking to a set of guides when I was really young. And by the time I was 6 years old, I had my first out-of-body experience. Maybe strange for some people, but for me, it was very normal. By the time I was 19, I started seeing premonitions and visions. So with all of this, I have to tell you, I went through I am not going to be psychic 30s because I was just weird. I realized when I was about 8 that I was not like other people, and it didn't seem normal that I was seeing things and hearing things and understanding things. So I just tried to be normal. I decided that I was going to have a family, and you can see my daughter Elizabeth on the screen, and I earned 3 degrees. I ended up being a teacher and a principal, and I was actually working as a state educational trainer and developer. I tried so hard to live the white picket fence, but no matter how hard I tried, it just never seemed normal for me. So even though I tried to deny my gifts, I have to tell you, they never went away, never. They were always there, always present, always growing. So when I was in my 40s, I was at the height of my educational career. And I was keynoting everywhere. I was developing trainings for the state of Wisconsin in education. I had a house on a lake. I had really great insurance. I had great pension. It was all really good, right? And then I took a trip to California. I got into this pyramid when I was there, and you can see a picture of that on the screen in the background. In this pyramid, I got into a meditation for an hour and a half. And in that meditation, the guides that I've been listening to all my life told me, they said, Kelly, you're leaving education. You're going to go to California and you're going to get into holistic healing. And I'm like, what? I was shocked. I mean, yes, I had become a Reiki master at that time because even though I wanted to deny my clairvoyance, it never went away. And finally, I just started learning a little bit more about it. Well, they told me, you're going to leave. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? And they said, Kelly, take a step and we'll show you the next one. And I'm like, what? You want me to leave education, all of my security, my pension, my insurance, my house, everything. And you're not going to tell me what I'm doing? I'm like, you're nuts. And they're like, you're nuts. Get over there. So I have to tell you, after a lot of convincing, I did. That Monday morning after coming back from California, I quit my job, much to the horror of my boss and my family and my friends. And they're like, are you insane? And I'm like, maybe, but I've got to do this. I've been denying this all my life, and I have to go do this. I think my dad actually called me socially irresponsible, but I remember saying, I got to do this. So I moved to California. And I did. I ended up doing holistic healing, just listening step by step by step, not knowing what was coming next, not knowing, did I step off the edge of a cliff and have anything to land on? And I worked with thousands of clients. Well, it was going really well until about August of 2015. I had a business partner that I worked with my holistic healing center. And this is the phase of my life I call the dark night of my soul. It was at that time that I experienced a great betrayal, and I'll put that in air quotes, betrayal and rejection. And it took me to my knees. I left my home, I left my healing center, I left my business partner, and I left most of my personal possessions. I was like, I don't want them anymore. I was so wounded inside that I was like, I'm leaving everything. And then I realized, oh my God, through that experience, that was my greatest teacher in life. It taught me I could never be betrayed. It taught me I could never be wounded. Not if I didn't wound and betray myself. Not if I didn't reject myself. If I realized that I am just beautiful, pure love, Nobody can betray me. Nobody can hurt me. And so I went out on my own. I went through my greatest transition in life, and I started my own personal healing practice. I started opening up an online teaching classroom and developing, I've now developed over 100 classes, and it's been amazing. What happened is that I ended up with my guides telling me after about 8 months of developing material and teaching and developing my personal practice that I was going to be writing a book. And they said, and give away the rest of your possessions because you're not coming back. And I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. I'm like, you're going to have me do this again? You're going to have me leave my life again. And I did. I know to listen to my guides, so I did. So I gave away the rest of my belongings and I went on the road and I started writing. And I first went to Hawaii and began writing. And trust me when I say I didn't know where I was going to get the money from for this, but it just appeared. Everything just supported me on my journey. I then went to British Columbia for a little while and landed in Belize, Central America, where I am now. And all of these books came out, and it has been an amazing ride. And one of the things I can tell you is that I know this, when we really listen to our inner guidance, when we trust that if we follow our path, we're going to be supported, we will, and things will turn out magical. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for listening, everyone. Be sure to find me on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find some of those meditations on my YouTube channel, along with some of my classes. And you can also find hundreds of classes on my website, kellyschwegel.com.